Welcome into the Nut House Arena for Soapbox Smorgasbord Podcast, episode 133, Hoop-A-Potamus. On this episode, the fellas talk about last NBA season, some of their favorite players of all time, and preview the upcoming Jayhawk basketball season. So get ready for your starting lineup. Standing somewhere between 6 foot and 6'3", depending on the time and day. From the mean courts of Quail Run, give it up for Master Playground Slammer Jammer. Give it up for Jonathan. Next, coming in at 6 foot exact. No halves, no quarters. From the north side of the north side. You better get your umbrella ready, folks. Give it up for the Rainmaker. Give it up for Jason. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your hosts. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome in, and we're your hosts. I'm Jason.
Jonathan.
And this episode, I'm sure you guys are getting sick of hearing about sports, but we're going to talk about the upcoming basketball season.
College and professional.
If you want to get technical, they're in the preseason right now and probably about to start their...
Just started the NBA.
Is it preseason or in-season tournament the NBA started the last couple of years?
Oh, the end season.
Yeah. There's a lot of
whole
people
weird.
that don't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
So last year, the NBA champion was Oklahoma City Thunder.
SGA won MVP.
I don't keep up on NBA a ton anymore. I used to, but life happens and you got to kind of shed some stuff. Last year, the winner of the Eastern Conference at Atlantic Division was the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And the Central was the Cleveland Cavaliers. Boston won with a 61-21 record. Cleveland with a 64-18 record. That's fucking nuts.
Do you know how good the Cavs were last year?
Yeah.
Donovan, Spider Mitchell, Garland, the whole crew. Yeah, man.
Southwest Division was Orlando with a 41-41 record. Wow. Doesn't take much
it's
to
not
get in
the best.
there. Damn.
It's not the best division.
But
they have up and coming players.
Northwest Division for the Western Conference was Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, the best record.
68-14.
Elite.
Los Angeles Lakers with the 50-32 out of the Pacific Division. And out of the Southwest Division, the Houston Rockets with a 52-30 record. And
lots of changes in the NBA, man.
Yeah.
It changes so much more than any other sport. Yep. It's just unbelievable, the turnover.
So this is crazy. I'm looking at this, okay?
The whole bullshit.
Yeah, so in the Eastern
stuff.
Conference, Cleveland was home court advantage through the playoffs. And then Boston,
through the Eastern anyway.
Yeah, through the Eastern. Boston clinched home court advantage for the conference playoffs until they played Cleveland.
Yeah, but Jason Tatum had and Tyrese Halliburton had.
Or Orlando and Boston.
Orlando's up and coming.
Yeah,
though.
They clinched division titles, and then
the play-in.
Yeah, so Atlanta and Chicago, both with losing records, a 40-42 and a 39-43 record. Both of them clinched play-in tournament spots, but not able to clinch a playoff spot. That's crazy.
It is absolutely
Miami
ridiculous.
Heat made the damn playoffs.
They didn't have
37-45.
Dude, back in the day, like in the Western Conference when they were the monster, they'd have 50-plus win teams that wouldn't make the playoffs.
That's crazy.
And now we just have who wants to see that? You know what I mean? That's not.
Yeah. And then over on the Western Conference side, Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously. They clinched home court advantage the entire playoffs. Then Houston and
they
Los
just lost their point
Angeles.
guard for the season, but they had
Who's
Kevin.
that?
They lost their point guard for the whole season.
Oklahoma City?
The Hornets, but they did add Kevin Durant. So
Houston
that works
and
out.
Los Angeles, 52-30 and 50-32. They both clinched division titles.
Lakers are going nowhere until LeBron's gone.
Sacramento with a 40-42, and Dallas with a 39-43 record.
Dallas
Both
should be interesting.
Clinch play-in tournament spots. Geez, like that's just crazy that these teams,
like how good records they had comparatively, and they have to mess with the Mavericks.
48-34 playoff spots. Well, what sucks is like you get those guys and like
it's a short little series they play too. It's not like they just hash it out in 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
You got a team with like 48 wins that's got to mess with a team that's got 39.
That's crazy. And it's the final seeds. Like you don't even got to win it. All you got to do is just.
I'm not a fan at all.
You just got to
in any way
be one of the final 2. Like that's crazy. So then
I get why they do it for parity, to keep teams invested.
Yeah,
people just keep showing up, but like I don't want to see that shit.
The fact is you have 10 teams on each side, so 20 teams. 2/3 of the NBA make it to the playoffs. I mean, cut it down to 8 on each side.
8 was fine.
It's right over half.
Half is. Yeah. I mean, they've advanced it to 6 in baseball on each side. It's still 12 out of 30, and I'm just like easy.
Yeah.
Like the Reds are backing in, and they have to get slaughtered by the Dodgers. We don't need that series. Just let's move this on.
I think if you maybe add some teams before you sit there and try to make it.
You play 162 games. You don't need to be adding teams. You need to make sure the teams that are there are playing the longer series.
So who do you see competing this year for the NBA championship?
OKC is intact pretty much.
How do you feel about the Lakers? This is
it's a transition.
Possibly LeBron's last season, right?
Jesus Christ, get him out of the fucking place, man.
Is he officially done this year?
No, it's okay. LeBron.
Yeah.
There's bullshit down the line, man. He's got people out there saying he's leaving. He's got people he's going to stay.
I heard he's going back to Cleveland
Cleveland, might go to Golden State.
Over there. And, I don't know.
Anyone with the Joker, Jokic can
I don't
win
keep
a
up
title.
on the NBA like I used to.
Dallas is getting number 1 overall pick, Cooper, from Duke, and they have AD and Kyrie's coming back, so they could be something else. But there's so many injuries to top players right now.
Yeah,
and top players on top teams.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Pacers went with Tyrese Halliburton, their best player. He blew his Achilles. Jason Tatum's coming back from blown Achilles on the Celtics. They were a championship contender.
So basically, hurry up and hit fast. Like if you're a team that has everybody while you're waiting on these other teams get there,
you got a chance to sneak in with all these superstars injured. Plus, I mean, on paper, Luka and LeBron plus a couple other decent players should be something. But the problem is LeBron is never going to actually handle Luka being the number 1 guy. Well, it's going to
no.
Shaq and Kobe couldn't do it, and they were way less divas than LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure LeBron thought he was going to be the fucking Laker the whole time he was there.
What was your favorite NBA team growing up?
Originally, it was the Bulls, just because of Jordan. We don't have anybody around here.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with Kobe Bryant when he was a rookie. And after '98, they completely dismantled the Bulls. Coach, almost every single player was gone. I think Tony Kukoc stayed, but down the line, Kerr, Harper. Scotty was gone, Jordan was gone, Rodman was gone.
Didn't their coach stay for a while though?
Nope. Phil Jackson went right to the Lakers.
Didn't he come back?
No.
I thought he was there when Heinrich was there for some reason.
I think Tim Floyd might have been the coach.
So I was I grew up a Jazz fan, and that was mainly because of the KU aspect. They had Kirk Heinrich, they had Greg Ostertag.
Vaughn. You met Vaughn.
No, they didn't have Kirk Heinrich. Sorry.
You met the Bulls.
Yeah. They had Greg Ostertag and Jacques Vaughn.
Mm-hmm. And the jerseys were sweet, and everyone had them.
Yeah, and then you had Karl Malone.
Stockton Malone.
You had Stockton, you had Hornacek, you had Antoine Carr.
They were in the finals 2 years in a row.
Yeah. And nobody
even talks about that they beat up on Shaq and Kobe before they became Shaq and Kobe. They were beating up on the Spurs before then. Like the West was a monster at the time, and
you could almost say that
Jordan just screwed
they
a lot
had
of people
the
out of
tougher
titles,
road.
man. The Bulls didn't really have a whole lot of trouble.
No.
They went 7 games against the Pacers one year, but like they didn't have much trouble in the East.
Yeah,
They didn't really have much trouble, period. But I mean, no one even took them 7 games in the finals ever.
I'd say I kind of turned into a Bulls fan later on.
Kirk?
And it was Kirk, it was Joakim Noah, it was Derrick Rose, some of those guys.
Yeah,
and
I kept up with them.
I always kind of I like KU guys, but I always sat there and also found like an appreciation for guys like I said, Joakim Noah when he was with Florida, they beat us.
Mike Miller, that team won 2 titles
Kevin
in a row.
Durant,
Billy Donovan.
Kevin Durant gave us all sorts of trouble when we played him.
Lots of respect for Kevin Durant.
Derrick Rose when he was at Memphis.
Thanks for the free throws, but you're fucking awesome.
Kevin Durant when he was at Texas. And then Steph Curry when he was
Davidson.
at Davidson. I mean, people that just showed out against us. And so I kind of became fans of a lot of those guys too.
Same thing happened to me with like the Arizona guys, like Mike Bibby, and
Yeah.
they whipped our ass, and I was like, but I like them.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck
Hated 'em
Arizona,
when we played
but
'em.
like,
Hated 'em when
but
we
like
played
later on, like Bibby became like a big shoe dude, so he always had like top of the line Jordan player editions. He was the first person to wear the Foamposites, the penny shoes on court. He did it against us.
So we're going to transition over. We're going to kind of do like we did before with MLB and with
NFL.
the NFL. We got all 30 NBA teams listed, and we listed our favorite player or one of our favorite players. Or
Most memorable,
Right.
what comes to mind.
Yeah.
All that.
I'll let you start out.
Okay. For Atlanta Hawks, I have Dominique Wilkins.
I put Mookie Blaylock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got into Dominique because of the dunk contest. That dude was
Yeah.
violent dunker. So you go next.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first on each one this
Okay.
time.
Celtics. Easy call is Larry Bird for me as an eventual Laker fan and appreciation of Larry Bird's unfucking believable greatness.
I was
I'm sure you want Paul Pierce.
I was torn. I put both Bird and Pierce.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's not. I can see that. So, Brooklyn Nets were also the New Jersey Nets, but they were an ABA team. Dr. J, Julius Erving is my Nets.
I'll put Jason Kidd.
Yeah, him and Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson. He took them to the finals.
Do you remember back on?
They've had Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Like they've had.
Do you remember
They
back
had
on
Pierce, they had
old
Durant.
school Nintendo?
not
Do you
Durant,
remember the
Garnett.
Hoops game? It was just called Hoops.
Like original NES? Yes, I do.
So I'm not completely sure. Someone told me that Doc on there is modeled after Dr. J, and the player Barbie was modeled after Larry Bird, because of the fluffy blonde hair and all that.
Yeah,
and then
that dude's not like he's a bad dude. Larry Bird's about one of the baddest dudes around. So for the Charlotte Hornets, they used to be the Charlotte Bobcats. They took over after the original Charlotte Hornets went to New Orleans. The old basketball joke. They're like the Lakers moved from Minnesota to Los Angeles where there are no lakes, and the Jazz moved from New Orleans to Utah where they don't allow music. Like that's what always plays in my mind when I start doing the NBA like team jumping stuff. So I went with one for me. So Gerald Wallace was like the only good player on the Bobcats pretty much when they were the Bobcats. And then Kimball Walker took over when they became the other Hornets, the newer Hornets. I mean, LaMelo Ball too.
So I went new school, old school with them. I went Kimball Walker, and then I went Muggsy.
Yeah, Muggsy's 5'3". That's not even like I can't even fathom
being that short.
Yeah, because like I'm
able to do
foot
what he
taller,
did.
and like I can't like
and being able to do what he did, like that's
with all
nuts.
my full physical abilities, being able to dunk at that young age, the ambidextrous, all that stuff. I like at 6'3", I think it would have taken a lifetime of shooting practice for me to be able to be an NBA player, and then I'm like
Mhm.
a Steve Kerr, like a, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a star or anything. You don't remember my name like Muggsy. So the Bulls is pretty, that's Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Not a lot of thought went into that one.
Yeah.
That's
I went Kirk.
my goat. Yeah, you can go the KU route on that pretty easily. I could name 1,000 Bulls, but
Mm-hmm.
he's my goat, so it's MJ. And then the same thing with the Cavs. It's LeBron. I can name you a lot of Cavs too. I really like Mark Price. Back in the day, Jordan's shot over Craig Elo became super famous. Not that Craig Elo's famous, but LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love. Now they've got 3 stars of their own.
Cleveland. I went K Love. I liked him.
I really like Kevin Love.
He
Underrated.
gave us trouble too. That's another
Yes,
one
he
of those
did.
players.
UCLA, man. That was a rough team to deal with. Mavs, I've got Dirk.
I've got Dirk too.
Yeah.
I had Jason Kidd. And
My
I
first
realized
thought
that
was
I went
Jason
to-
Kidd, and then I was like, no. Like, that's how my brain, like, just like
Yeah.
that. I was like, Jason Kidd, no. It's Dirk. He is the guy. Nuggets, I wrestled with this one because I have too much NBA knowledge, but I threw Rafe in there. Like, Rafe was one of my favorite players of all time, and I remember what he was like before the major injuries that they can heal now.
Yeah.
And if he was in today's NBA, a mobile 6'11", left-handed, he would have been like Lamar Odom, but without being a crackhead. And he's literally a crackhead.
Yeah.
That's not alleged. He admits it. Like, Lamar Odom is probably one of the 25 most talented basketball players in the history of the world.
Mhm.
Remember when he whooped our ass at Rhode Island, and we were like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Why is he at Rhode Island?" I'm like, "Oh, because he's a crackhead." Like, I'm a Lamar Odom fan, by the way, guys. So don't think I'm bashing him, but he would just disappear for times, and Rafe could have been that kind of guy. So I went with Rafe.
I went Carmelo.
Yeah, that was.
And I almost went Birdman.
Oh, Birdman, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes. I mean, like I could have gone Alex English. I could have gone Dikembe.
I'm interested to see who you went.
Nope.
Pistons.
I went Rodden.
I
But I was thinking Isaiah
Chauncey.
Thomas. Oh, you went Chauncey Billups?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my original thought was the Bad Boys,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted Rodman on the list. I love Rodman.
Yeah.
So you go with Isaiah Thomas or Joe Dumars, or you could go with that team. You go Rasheed Wallace, you go Ben Wallace, you go Chauncey Billups, Tyshawn, or even Rip Hamilton. I mean, that's the whole starting 5 of that 2004 team. They had 4 All-Stars at one point. Warriors, I did a combo when they were the San Francisco Warriors. It's Wilt.
Yeah.
And
So I
the
got-
current Golden State Warrior is Steph. But, I mean, that's pretty, deep for me, too, because Tim Hardaway was on the team. Chris Mullin was on that team. Chris Webber was originally on the team, traded
Jeez, I
after
almost
Penny
forgot
Hardaway.
about Chris Mullin. Jeez.
Yeah, dude. He was on the Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
The dude could shoot. Unbelievable shooter. Rockets, I've got Akeem the Dream.
I got Tracy.
Trace T-Mac. God, I
Yep.
love T-Mac. Love his shoes, all of his game. Pacers, Reggie Miller.
Yep.
Yeah. They don't have that storied of a history. I mean, there's like Paul George. Tyrese Halliburton is pretty good right now. He just blew his Achilles, which is basically the worst injury you can have as a basketball player.
Yep.
If he can take it down, Kobe. Basically took down Chauncey Billups, and Dominique came back a little different. But Clippers, I went Danny Manning.
Yep. That's where I went.
I mean, I know a lot of Clippers, but that's where I go immediately with that. Lakers, pretty easy. Kobe, my favorite player of all time. Not the greatest player of all time, but my favorite player of all time. And, yeah, you don't get me started on
I went Magic.
I can name you too many
Yeah.
Lakers, man. I could go like 20 minutes on just centers.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzlies, I went a little off script. Pau Gasol, which was huge for the Lakers getting him, but then also Jerry West was their general manager at the time, and he is the logo of the NBA.
I went.
And he also was the architect of the Shaq Kobe dynasty and drafted Kobe, and is probably the greatest front office executive in the history of maybe all sports.
I went Zach Randolph.
Yeah, Zebo.
Mm-hmm.
Tough dude. Heat, I have Dwayne Wade.
I put Alonzo Mourning.
Lonzo Mourning?
Mhm.
Yeah. I almost went Mourning on a different one. Milwaukee Bucks, I went with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Moses Malone.
Multiple MVPs, man.
Mhm.
Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett.
So I went too.
Yeah, you can see the uniforms in your head, can't you?
Yep.
Like, it just stands out. New Orleans Pelicans used to be the Charlotte Hornets. I went Larry Johnson, aka LJ, aka Grandmama.
I went Drew Holiday.
Knicks Patrick Ewing.
Yep.
I think if you're not like a hardcore Knicks fan, I mean, I'm knowledgeable enough to know about, all the different stuff that went down, Clyde Frazier, and when Reed walked out there and hit the free throw, or when played on like a destroyed leg and they came back and won the title against the Lakers, that was epic. I mean, there's 1,000 Knicks things. Plus, like a lot of, like, Carmelo played for him for a little while. Jalen Brunson's really good now. There's a bunch of Knicks stuff, but Patrick Ewing is just the straight Knicks answer. OKC used to be the Seattle Supersonics. So for the Sonics, I went with Sean Kemp. And just OKC, I went with KD. I went Kevin Durant.
I went Durant, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of stars that have been there, but Kevin Durant's my favorite by far. Magic, I went Penny Hardaway.
I went Shaq.
Yeah, I wrestled with it. I'm not a lot of Laker fans, or especially Kobe guys, are like not Shaq guys, but I was a Shaq guy before Kobe was around, and like I still love him. I wish they played forever together.
It's like some of those guys, like they're 3 teams I could have put Shaq on. Then,
oh Jesus, dude! Like,
same with Jason Kidd. I had him on too.
I almost had Allen Iverson on the Nuggets and Pistons, like just because like I got him in there. So next one, yeah. Yep. I almost put Wilt at 76ers, but Allen Iverson is so high up on my list of favorite players to ever see that he had to be there.
Talking about practice?
Practice? He's wearing a Red Sox hat and that, and I still love him. That tells you how much I love that dude. Phoenix Suns, Charles Barkley, my former best friend. Not former, he's still my buddy, but he's not around anymore. Eric, our age.
Yeah.
Short dude.
Yep.
Great dude. He moved here from Arizona, and he was like a legit Suns fan. So that's when I kind of got into him. So Barkley, although they've had a lot of, Durant played for him. They've got Devin Booker right now. They've had number 1 overall picks play for him. But Barkley is who sticks in my mind, and KJ, Kevin Johnson at the time. Dan Marley, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Next, I have the Portland Trailblazers. I went with Scottie Pippen. Because for me, the Blazers, the biggest thing was, maybe you've seen it, the deal where
Phoenix Suns, I did go Barkley, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you went Barkley. So, on the Blazers, the Lakers were playing the Blazers in the playoffs, and they were down 13 points, and they came all the way back. And you've probably seen the highlight. It's Kobe drives, jukes Scottie Pippen, and then looks like he just throws the ball up to nowhere. And then Shaq comes out of nowhere and dunks it. And he's like running down the court, pointing with his mouth open.
Yep.
I think it's like probably if you look at most like top plays of their career, for Shaq and Kobe, it's probably the most memorable for him.
For Portland.
It was first that, and Scottie was. I love Scottie so. Growing up originally with Jordan and
Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal, yeah, very good player. Dumbass fouled Kobe on a 3-point shot in Jordan's final All-Star game to take away the win. Kobe made the free throws, and they were talking to him. They're like, miss a free throw, and he was like, the fuck? Like, because he and Jordan were super tight. Kings, I went Chris Webber.
I went Rudy Gay.
Yeah, man. He's bounced around a lot.
Yeah. Is he still...
I don't think so. I think he's been out for just a little bit. He had major injuries to lower legs, and he was a bouncy dude before then. And he came back and developed a 3-point shot. Kings, there's a lot. The whole Shaq called him the Queens or whatever, and got fined $1 million. The Spurs, I have Tim Duncan.
Yep,
he is not a goddamn power forward. I think he's underrated, but also overrated. People call him the best power forward of all time. And I'm like, if you're just going by position, he's a center, and he's not near the top center of all time. But just overall, he's still very near, if not a must top 10 player of all time for me. So lots of respect for him. He almost just became a swimmer. He's from the islands, man. So
yeah,
with that wingspan, can you even imagine? Holy shit, dude. Raptors, Vince Carter.
Yo, yeah.
That is down the line. Everybody's going to say that. Utah Jazz. You probably went with
Stockton.
I went with Stockton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you that. I think I told you the story of how my one of my surgeons was roommates with him at BYU, or not. He was roommates with Steve Young, the quarterback, and they played against him when he got drafted to the Jazz from Gonzaga. And they didn't know who he was, and he was busting their ass. And he was just a goofy white dude at the time no one had heard of. No one knew about Gonzaga back then. Last one, Washington Wizards. I went with MJ again.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas.
You did go with Agent Zero, man.
Yep.
Dude threw his career away.
Bringing
the guns in the locker room. That was fun.
Yeah. So, I'm going for the next part before we get into KU basketball.
Okay.
I'm going to read off these, so don't even look at the screen.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing right now,
Let's
guys.
start with 85.
I'm learning with you.
Start with 85 when we were...
With 85?
Yep.
1985?
1985.
Okay.
I'm going to list off these basketball
Don't worry, I was
movies.
born in 86 too, man.
I know. Just right around when we were born.
It's a good cutoff.
All right.
Yeah. That's...
Teen Wolf.
Yeah, Michael J.
Okay. These are basketball movies. I'm going to see if you remember them. Hoosiers, obviously.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. They're not all going to be like those two, are they?
White Men Can't Jump.
I've seen that 100 times, dude. Billy Hoyle.
You remember Blue Chips?
You want to hear that story?
You know about it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Nick Nolte's the coach, and Shaq is already in the league when they make this.
Yeah.
They bring in a bunch of like college players to make sure they have like legitimate looking people playing basketball. He can't have a bunch of Muggsy Bogues and fat white dudes running around. It's not gonna fly. Penny Hardaway's in the movie. Anthony Hardaway. That's how Shaq and the Magic noticed him. Was that movie? And then they traded Chris Webber for him. That's how they met. I also have a Shaq and Penny separately. One's with Nike, one's with Reebok. Blue Chips.
Nice.
Sneaker collaboration.
Hoop Dreams, I know you've seen that. Above the Rim?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
The Air Up There. It's been forever, but
both of the last two were on TV late at night all the time.
Basketball Diaries.
Yep.
I don't remember Forget Paris.
I've never even heard of that, man.
It's a referee movie. It's a rom-com. That's why we haven't heard of it.
There is one rom-com for that, man. Love and Basketball.
Slam Dunk Ernest.
I remember that, yeah. They came out with every kind of Ernest back then.
Space Jam,
of course.
Eddie,
I haven't watched the second one. You can't make
Eddie is one of my favorite movies.
I rented it a lot as a kid. A lot,
dude. They had Greg Ostertag in there acting like a goofy
he pulls his pants
or
off.
whatever.
Yeah.
So apparently, I don't know if it's true.
I hope it is.
But he, that was kind of like on accident. Like apparently this, and if I remember right, I remember at KU several times he'd have his shorts on backwards and not realize it.
The tearaway days.
Yeah. Celtic Pride. That was a good one.
That's a really good movie, man. It's a really
Air Bud.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't seen the whole down the line ones, but
let's see. He Got Game. That was a good one.
That's incredible. Jesus, they still call Ray Allen Jesus Shuttlesworth all the time, man.
Yeah.
Spike Lee.
Love and Basketball.
My first pair of Jordan 13s. So Denzel gets out of prison to try and get Ray Allen his son to go to a college, and the first place he goes is to Foot Locker and asks for the new Jordans. And that colorway, to this day, by all sneakerheads, is known as the He Got Game colorway. That's how big of a deal that was.
Michael
Spike
Jordan to the max.
Yeah, that was like a...
Dude, I had a chance to go see that in theater, and I refused to because I was so mad at him over him beating the Jazz.
I've got his it's like the Ultimate Michael Jordan or something. It's got like all of his documentaries and all the different stuff on there. Is the Sixth Man on here? I saw that too many times.
Finding Forrester, Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
Juwan Man.
Yeah.
There's some good ones. Like Mike. That was terrible, but
it was terrible, but I do remember it. Lil Bow Wow.
Yep. Double Teamed.
It
was with the little chicks. I don't know.
No, I don't think I saw that. Yeah, no, I don't think I did.
Full Court Miracle. I don't know if I remember that.
I don't remember that at all. Who's in it?
I don't know what it says.
I'm the only
Story
Jew
of
that
the
has
team.
ever dunked, and we all know it. And I'm a half breed.
Yeah. Skywalker.
Oh, seriously, you know another one? I don't.
Whatever.
I
Rebound.
don't.
One with Martin Lawrence. Coach Carter is one of my all-time
Coach Carter's
favorite
very good.
movies.
Yeah. Same.
Hardwood. That was a good documentary.
I haven't
That
seen
was
it.
on the Globetrotters.
Mm.
Crossover. Like Mike 2. Glory Road was a good movie. I love that movie.
Didn't see it.
It's about the Texas Western College team.
Oh.
Home of the Giants. I don't know. I've seen that one. Or Quantum Hoops.
I haven't even heard of him.
Quantum Hoops was a documentary about a team.
Caltech tries to get 21-year losing streak.
21. Dude, I'd give up. I wouldn't even, how do you even go there? First Basket. I don't know. Road to Redemption.
Yeah.
Semi-Pro. That movie is great.
I've seen that.
With
So,
Jackie Moon.
this next one coming up,
Ball Don't Lie.
have you heard that story?
Uh-uh.
Rasheed Wallace got called for a foul,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was a foul, and the guy got free throws, and he was mic'd up at the time. And this is Rasheed Wallace. The dude's out of his fucking mind. And I mean he's not like Rodman out of his mind, but he'll tell you what's up. He's not scared of shit.
Yeah.
He's a bad dude. Tough competitor. Had to deal with him when he was on the Trailblazers. Had to deal with him when he was on the Pistons. Had to deal with him with fucking Celtics. He's in that Kobe commercial, the "I Hate You" thing, singing about I hate you. Pierce is in that too. But so the guy missed the first free throw, and Rasheed Wallace was like, "Ball don't lie" to the ref, and they threw him out for it.
So,
But it got released that's all he said,
jeez.
and they were like, "Come on, man, he says way worse stuff than that." But now it's just known throughout basketball as a term that means
So there was a couple sporadic movies, and then starting in 2010, almost everything basketball related was documentary until we got
I've seen some Kobe stuff.
Thunderstruck in 2012.
I've seen Dream Team stuff. Obviously, have you seen The Last Dance?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Until we got the Thunderstruck in 2012, and that was with Kevin Durant.
Oh, I actually remembered that because they were talking about it. I don't know about the movie. I just remember he's in the movie, isn't he?
Yep.
I remember that whole thing going on at the time, but I haven't seen the actual.
Dude, that was it. Hot Flashes. I don't remember that.
They made a movie about. Oh, it's a documentary. Jeremy Lin, Linsanity.
Oh yeah.
Asian dude from Harvard.
Jayhawkers. That is one that is about Fall Gallon. That was produced
Isn't that
by
a documentary?
kid we went to school with. Yep, it's produced by a kid that we went to school with. Dad. It was biography, anyways, or biographical. Bad Boys.
Pistons.
Oh, that was okay. I was gonna say wait a
Yeah,
second.
basically Dirk,
Yeah.
the one
So there's a lot.
It's a German film. Documentary.
Yeah, documentary. Villanam.
I hate Christian Leitner. That's hilarious. He was the one college player they put on the dream team.
Mm-hmm.
And that dream team was ridiculous. Chris Mullin was the only non god level player in the NBA, and he could shoot. And if you have the rest of those guys, having a dude that's a dead eye shooter works.
So most
it's
of
just all
them,
Yeah, that explains
all
why I haven't
documentaries,
heard of any of the. You know what I mean?
Slamma-Jamma. I do remember that.
These are just all.
It's all Uncle Drew. I have not seen that, but it looks
I have
hilarious.
heard of it, at least.
And then we get down here.
Man, I
don't
know.
Documentary is Space Jam: A New Legacy.
You can't make me. You can't make me.
The cameos. That's about it. That's all I'll say.
Oh, you can tell me about it. You just can't make me watch it.
The cameos are okay.
If I have to watch him play basketball for real, or you want to call that shit real?
Wait. Oh yeah. 23. They had that new White Man.
The new White Man
Can't
Can't Jump.
movie.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Neither did I.
But I've seen clips of it.
Boy, have I seen the first one a lot. It used to be
Yeah.
on TV all day. And there's a lot
But
of
yeah.
it's a lot of shoe stuff. Tied
So
up
they
in that
had
too.
they had lots of good movies. So I was
Dude, that's that kind of backs up
yours.
what I thought that,
yeah, but most of it looks like we're documentaries. So we're going to sidestep before we talk about KU again.
Okay.
Um,
Couple side steps here.
we grew up in kind of a weird era where like so we knew about the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes. I mean,
And
well
Harlem
played, man.
Globetrotters are cool. We had several KU players went and played on them.
My dad's home when they were like in the heyday back in the day.
One of
Plus,
so,
hey, another side step. They were in Scooby Doo all the time.
Yep.
And you love Scooby Doo,
Yep.
and I love Scooby Doo. So I know you've seen those, right?
So one of my best friends, or a good friend of mine, I don't know if it's a best friend,
Yeah.
Lynette Woodard. She played for them. She was the first female Harlem Globetrotter.
They can definitely women can definitely play that kind of thing.
She played. So when she played, she was the first time women's All-American, or 4-time All-American. I believe it was Kodak that was the kind of determined All-Americans or whatever. That's what they called them. She scored 3,649 points, just a handful shy of Pistol Pete's record. So
Pete Maravich, man, he's your Jazz.
I don't think that you, to be honest, like Caitlin Clark might have got her in points, but I don't think Caitlin Clark could have hung with Lynette Woodard back in the day.
Caitlin Clark's great, but man,
Yeah,
in my
It's a
opinion, the
different
best
era of
women's player of all time
dude.
is Cheryl Swoops. Jesus Christ, dude. Cheryl Miller,
yeah.
Reggie's sister.
Seriously. Think of
Reggie
some of
to this
the-
day will tell you that she could beat his ass in basketball.
That's crazy.
And she's a great sideline announcer for NBA games.
Yeah.
And people didn't even know. I'm like, don't know. She's a god at UCLA. Goddess.
But okay, so outside of Harlem Globetrotters, which were very entertaining, I saw them multiple times up at Kimber Arena. We also we were lucky
miss
we were
Kimber.
able to get to see Slam Ball. Slam Ball was awesome. I think it's still around. I'm not sure.
I'm telling you, man, it is
Yeah,
number one.
and-
If I could try a sport I've never done before, it's
Slam
Slam
Ball.
Ball.
Slam Ball was basically in
is that
the
my
paint.
number one pick on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was.
I'm addicted to that.
It was
man.
in the paint of basically there was a trampoline there.
Yeah,
and
the
you
whole
used
court
your
was
advantage.
basically trampolines and football pads. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
And then the other thing that we got to be a part of and see was And One.
Yeah, that was a phenomenon. That was
And One
huge.
was-
still around today.
It still is.
We both went Vince Carter on the
Yep.
the Toronto Raptors. He was wearing a pair of And One Tai Chis when he won that dunk contest that everyone remembers him for.
They got
And
a
One was that big.
They got a couple, or they've been to Lawrence a couple times. I've taken pictures while they played. Oh, I can't remember what they called themselves. There was a bunch of
Skip to my Lou made it, dude. Ray for
ex-college
Alston.
players and
Ray for Alston played in the NBA for a while.
yeah, a bunch
Skip
of
to my Lou?
ex-college players and local talent. They called themselves like the Lawrence All-Stars, and they absolutely got
Yeah, slaughtered.
thrashed
Yeah.
at a Coffin at a Haskell.
Have you you remember the professor?
Mm-hmm.
He still goes around to street ball courts and just looks like a middle-aged
still
white dude,
does it.
and he just it's bad, dude. Because it was one thing when he looked like just a shorter Jay Will,
Was
white
Birdman?
chocolate. I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
He would have fit though.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, we got to see that, and then kind of when as we were getting a little bit older, that's when that 3-on-3 stuff started, and the Big Three or whatever they call it, and that
they've
stuff
had-
became
they've had
more popular.
Big time players playing.
Yeah.
that. They were talking about trying to get COVID, and he was like, no. So Odom played in it. Iverson played in it.
Yeah. So we've
Kobe
been
and Iverson
fortunate
were
to
friends.
see a whole bunch of basketball in our lives.
Yeah.
We're also fortunate that we live
We grew up in
in
Lawrence, man.
Kansas,
Yeah.
and this is the home of basketball.
Whenever
I don't
I
care
go-
what anybody says.
Whenever I go, Springfield, Massachusetts, man.
No,
That's
shut
where it
the
was
fuck.
invented.
Yeah, whatever. It was
no.
perfected.
It's this is it, man. For basketball. But whenever I go someplace that isn't close by, and I have to say where I'm from, every place has a Lawrence or Springfield or an Independence. So I'm like Lawrence, Kansas, and they're like, huh? And I'm like, where KU is? And like, oh,
yep.
And they just start talking to me about basketball. That's what happens every time.
So, here's our issue. KU last year finished not first,
Not great.
not second,
What was it, sixth?
not third, not fourth, not fifth.
It was sixth,
but
wasn't it?
Sixth
Yeah.
in the Big 12.
I wish I didn't know that.
The
Big
worst
12.
finish
There's 16
that
of us, right?
I have ever
Dude,
seen in my
it's
life.
16, right?
Yes. So let's say Houston never joined. Let's say BYU never joined. Let's see, Arizona.
We're still behind Tech and
finished
Iowa State
third.
for original Big 12 teams.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
finished with an 11-9 record in Big 12 play and a 21-13 record overall. Not great. Not great. But the good news is KU doesn't stay down long. And so my hopes are
The new recruiting class and
that we see
classmen come up.
So I still think we're going to have a dogfight at the top of the Big 12. I still think Houston is a team to beat right now. I still feel like Tech
almost won the title, man.
I still feel like Tech and Iowa State, BYU, Zona. I'd even go as far as Baylor. I mean, Baylor doesn't stay down long. Neither does West Virginia. I think we're going to have a tough time this year. But I do think that we got enough guys that came in that we can do something. We got a guy, Jaden
in our
Dawson.
lifetime, we've only been down a year or two at a time.
And what is this, 2 years? That
or we were an 8th seed, way back in the day.
We haven't won the Big 12 since the year before Texas left. Texas took it there last season with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we haven't touched it since. So we've got a couple good starters returning. We've got Noah Shelby. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got Flory Badinga. He's good. Elmarco Jackson. But we also lost a lot of players. We always do during
a lot.
But
with the the whole transfer protocol, NIL deal is different. Remember how Lester Earl had to set out a whole year?
Yes. So I'm not fully up on these guys, but I keep hearing about this Darren Peterson, and this is going to piss you off, but they're giving him the Kobe comparison.
There isn't another.
And this isn't local. This is national that they are.
There isn't another Kobe.
Number 1 high school player in the 25 class.
Kobe Bryant was in the NBA at 17.
There is a kid named Samus Cauldron, and he is from Overtime Elite, which is apparently some prep school.
Yeah. Which you can apparently go to before college. Mm-hmm. Or as high school and after high school.
They brought in this guy, Bryson Tiller, as an early enrollee from high school. So they don't do that unless the player they know is going to come in and make an impact.
And those players don't leave like that.
Not quite sure about Corbin Allen. Just says he's a Kansas City native, signed in May. And
we
then
end up with a few local boys.
We have. So we got 3 transfers.
When's the last time we had a fairly local boy that was great? Wayne?
Maybe. Ellis. Maybe. I don't know. So Trey White was a wing from Illinois. We have Melvin Council Jr.
We got Bill Self from Illinois.
From St. Bonaventure. And we brought in Jaden Dawson from Loyola, Chicago.
La Jolla.
Yeah. Loyola. It's Loyola.
You're correct.
Yeah.
La Jolla is in California.
So I feel like we got some talent. We did reload some. Now, What record do you have KU going?
Oh, I haven't done the full tally.
Oh,
yet.
you didn't tally them up?
No, I did not.
Okay. We're going to go through their schedule this year, and we're going to...
I've got it down. I just don't know the numbers. I haven't. So I went first with NBA. You go first here.
I have them with a win at Green Bay.
I think the Packers will beat the shit out of them.
It's wrong Packers.
Oh.
Or wrong Green Bay.
No shit.
So Green Bay finished their season 4-28 last year.
They're just a warm
In
team. Order
to rebound from that, that's a hell of a changeover. I don't think that you bring in enough talent to beat KU in their opening game in their house.
No chance. I
Um,
haven't got it down as a W.
North Carolina finished the season 23-14. We play there. I actually have
take
that
the loss, man.
as an L.
I gotta know.
Then we play Texas A&M Corpus Christi here. They were 20-14. I have us as a W.
Yep.
Same with Princeton at 19-11 last year. I have that as a W. They play here.
I have the next Duke.
I have Duke
as an L.
I have Duke
It's
as a
at
question
Duke.
mark.
No.
It's not at Duke. It's at Madison Square Garden.
You're correct.
So I tossed a question
I just
mark.
saw at Duke and thought,
I tossed a question mark. Notre
it's
Dame.
a primetime ESPN game.
I've got Notre Dame, who was 15-18 last year. I have that as a W.
Win. Same with Syracuse.
Syracuse was 14-19, which sounds odd to say about Syracuse.
Very. Especially after
Got that as a
Carmelo,
W.
Man. They hounded us for a long time.
And we play both of them at the MGM Grand Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Then we welcome
Grand
UConn.
Garden. I think it's called Grand Garden.
Oh, Grand Garden. What did I say?
Just the MGM Grand.
Oh, okay. UConn. It was 24-11 last year. We got them at home. We always play those tough teams like that. We always, if we lose in the field house, if we lose at the field house, it's always against someone that we have no business losing to.
That is true.
I have us winning against UConn.
Story. Yeah, I would
24-11.
I would have given us a loss if we were at UConn.
Mizzou at the T-Mobile Center. They were 8-24 last year. Like I echoed from Green Bay, that's a hell of a swing to change from that.
That's W. Plus, we still bring the rivalry, man.
NC State, 12-19 at the Lenovo Center. I'm not sure where that is. That's at NC State. I got that one still as a W.
So do I.
Towson, we bring them into the field house. They were 20-14 last year. I still have them as a W.
At home.
Yep. Davidson, it was 17-16 last year, and I've got it as a W on that.
We're at home.
Mm-hmm. At UCF, they were 20-17 last year. I got that as a W at UCF.
So do I.
TCU 16-16 last year. Here, I've got that as a W.
So do I.
At West Virginia, 19-13. I've got that as a W. That is at West Virginia.
We could lose that game, but I still have it as a W.
25-10 versus Iowa State here. I've got
that one as a win. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
At Iowa State's an L for me.
20-15 Baylor. I've got that as a W here.
We kind of lucked, having to play Duke in North Carolina not here sucks.
Yeah.
But once we get down into some other tough
teams, meat of Big 12, and
we lucked out that we're at home for a lot of these because that's a different story down Fieldhouse.
At Colorado, 14-21. I don't see us.
I got to win
that one.
Yeah.
16-17 at K-State.
Another W for me.
Yeah. I always worry because we always have
the rivalry is always.
We always have one trap game.
One ridiculous loss.
26-10 BYU. I've got at Allen Fieldhouse. I have that as a W.
A lot of this was decided by the fact that we're playing them at home.
Yeah. Texas Tech.
I got an L.
I've got it as an L.
Okay.
They were 28-9 last year.
And it's there.
Yep. Utah was 16-17 last year, and it is
we're
here,
here.
and
That's a
we are
win
going
for
to
both
whoop
of
that
us.
ass.
Yeah, I got to tell you.
Same with 24-13 Arizona.
It's here,
Here.
so I think we win that. I told you I got a loss for Iowa State on the road.
I've got us losing at Iowa State.
So how many? Okay, how
And
many
they
losses do
were-
you have on the first page?
They were 25-10. I have 3 losses
I've got 4
total.
What do we disagree on? Duke.
Duke is a question mark for me.
Okay, I just got it as now.
Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State, I've got it as a win.
As do I.
They were 17-18 last year. Cincinnati was 19-16 last year. I've got that as a W.
Hopefully, we get a little revenge on the football. From
Houston was 35-5. This is at home. I've got it as a question mark. I feel like that's a swing game.
I have the loss.
I'm
sitting basically at.
I think Zona is going to be our should win but not win. That at Zona they were 24-13.
That's my last
year.
Did you put that as an L too?
Yep. And then I've got Zona at 13-20 as a win, and that is at Zona.
You mean Arizona State?
Yep.
Okay.
Zona State. And
Sun
then
Devils.
K-State here 16-17. I have that as a win.
Yeah.
So that finalizes out to I've got 24 wins, 3 losses, and I got 2 that I see going either way. I do think that they return to the top of the Big 12.
I've got 24-6
But
overall.
I think it's going to come down to like the last game or two.
I've got 24-6 overall. Not a couple games wouldn't really shock me one way or another, but
So they're both as a 20-plus win season. All right. Now is our fun part of this one. So, being from Lawrence, as we mentioned hundreds of times.
Do you really know anybody that's from here that's not okay? Like I know some people that went to college.
I know
like,
people
at
that
places
have
like
moved
K-State or
here.
something.
There's some people.
But like grew up like we did.
Yeah, there's people that I know that are from here that they know it exists, but they're not. They're just unsports people.
Yeah, I just mean like when I don't say mean like they're all fans of KU, I mean like they're not like Baylor fans or like nobody. A few people are like K-State fans if they have family from there, or
they just something happened that pissed them off, and all of a sudden they I know somebody that jumped over to being a anybody but KU fan because like KU let them down in the tournament one year.
Yeah, I've been the anybody but fan a whole bunch of times.
Yeah,
and now that anybody but is on my fucking NBA team. Have fun with that.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 positions.
There are 9 positions that 5 that are
traditional,
and then you have your. And depending on, I don't need it. Okay, so I want to hear. These are all going to be KU players, and these are kind of our favorites, not necessarily the best.
Yeah, no, this is not my Mount Rushmore of KU at all, not even close.
And some of these when we looked
I would
them
like maybe
up,
1 or 2 are like contenders for best player at the position.
They felt like some of these they were incorrectly labeled as that, but that's what they were labeled as.
I think they had like Scott Pollard and Darrell Arthur both labeled as power forwards
and centers, depending on which.
It's like, one's like 6'7", one's like a.
But it also depends on
in the playoffs.
But what you also have to look at is it also depends on what offense you're running, and
I don't care, man. That's not.
All right, let's hear it, dude.
Point guard Jacques Vaughn for me.
I've got Heinrich.
Very big fan of Kirk. He appears later in my.
Yep.
In mine, Jacques was my original point guard. You go for shooting guard.
Tyshawn Taylor or Jeff Boschee.
Yeah. Shooting guard was difficult. I just went with Kenny Gregory.
That's a good one.
If you're not from Lawrence, if you're not a KU fan, you probably never heard the name. He was in the dunk contest the year like we weren't actually really good. And because it only features people like not in the tournament, basically.
Yeah.
And the judges missed the fact that he threw it off the side of the backboard and thought he just did a regular dunk, and he got eliminated in the first round. But he is in-game dunker was unfucking believable.
Did you just
Most
fucking copy
intense.
my line that I just doodled on there?
No.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
I did that before you.
Yeah,
I practice stuff like crazy.
What,
Did you just do it?
Yeah.
No, I did it.
I didn't
Like
even
when
look
I
over.
was when I was saying like how many there were, I was counting 9 and then I did the bracket.
All right. Who you got for your small forward?
Pierce.
Pierce. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players of all time. I mean, whether
He was
it
a
be
Celtic and a Clipper, and I still like I.
Oh my God.
Can't break it. You break that chair?
yeah. Power forward.
Danny Manning.
I got Nick Collison.
He also appears later on my
Mhm.
list.
Center.
Wilt.
I got Ostertag.
He was the original person I was introduced to, and then being a Laker fan. And
I
learning about him
tried
later.
not to go with the complete obvious.
He just like he's my guy, my KU guy. He was who I was introduced to KU basketball with.
Yeah.
was Wilt. Before I ever saw a game, I knew about Wilt, who he was, the whole deal.
Combo guard.
Keith Langford,
I got Collins.
Tron.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
love
thought
Keith.
about Ryan Roberts.
Ryan Robertson.
Yeah.
So, funny fucking story. Back in, what was it, 02 that we played against Syracuse?
Syracuse
when we would've-
was 03.
It was like 02 or 03.
Shit.
No.
It might have been 04.
There was, okay, who we play in 01 and we lost?
Was it Maryland?
Yeah. So, I was downtown with people, like new friends that I just met in high school. And
The Maryland team was really good.
and we went downtown to celebrate after we had won the game to play against Maryland.
Since like the final,
And it was nuts.
the last 4.
Yeah. And I was wearing a number 4 jersey. I don't even remember who it was before. I'd gotten it before Ryan Robertson was even on the team.
It was around like everyone had a 4 jersey. Like
Yeah. And
Collison wore it out.
and this drunk chick like thought I was Ryan Robertson, like trying to drag me around. I'm like, chick, I'm in high school. Like, I don't even know.
You should have gone with that, man.
Yeah.
Stretch 4, who you got?
I got Darrell Arthur.
Yeah.
But like I said, some of these, I think it's open to perception of whether they actually count as that position or not.
Yeah, I went Rafe. He could shoot.
It's good.
He can shoot. Like he might be a stretch 5,
Mm-hmm.
but Rafe is super high up there. He got for swingman.
Swingman, I put Rush.
Brandon Rush.
Mhm.
That's where Kirk shows up on my list.
Good
It's
choice.
Heinrich. Kirk Heinrich. And last one, point forward.
Who you got?
Collison.
I got
Collison.
Danny.
Yeah.
So we
We
were.
have a very similar list. They're just at kind of
I think
different places.
Yeah, and I think a lot of these guys are so interchangeable. It kind of just depends
Oh,
on
there were a lot of names that
what offense that you are running. Like,
there are a lot of names that didn't end up on this
Yeah.
list that I did not have a tough time. A couple of them like defining swingman or what
Yeah.
they want to call him.
who's your favorite defensive players?
Maybe Jared Haas. Lived
I
right over
think-
there, dude.
I think my top 3 in no particular order: Cole Aldrich.
His nickname was Floor Burns.
Yep. Cole Aldrich.
I love Cole Aldrich. man. I'll tell you a funny story off air about
Strong
Cole
Collins. And I could go Michael Lee. That was a scrappy fucking dude.
Aldrich. He got his shot blocked by Carmelo, man.
Yeah, I know.
I got to know him pretty well because he had a lot of surgeries, and then I think he went to play football directly after. I think he played cornerback.
I think he played for 1 year.
Directly after. And so I was getting my surgeries done by the KU doctor, and the waiting room is like 2 to 3 hours. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter when you show up. It doesn't matter when your appointment is. They will keep you there that
Yeah.
long. And so we just were in the waiting room. I was getting injections in both knees every week. So I'm in there a lot. And so I just, got to know him a little bit. Yeah, he was great, man. one of those like names that non-KU fans have never even heard.
Yeah.
But is one of my favorites.
There's a lot of like there's like a lot of players that so I worked in a restaurant and I worked for a guy that played on KU's JV team one of the last years they had it. And so like I had a bunch of players still know me by first name. I know Calvin
like
Pony Thompson. I know
NBA players come back here too.
Yeah. I know Drew
not from Lawrence.
I know
Drew
Gooden by first name. At one point he had my number in his phone to let me know he was coming into town. Jeff Graves.
Jeff Graves. I haven't thought about him in a while.
Yeah.
Big fan of Jeff Graves, by the way.
A lot of those.
Didn't he have a twin brother?
I don't know. But like that whole quartet that was with Wayne Simeon, Langford, Miles.
I mean, I remember being at like Leavenworth High School events and knowing Wayne Simeon. It was. I always got along with him well.
Kenny Gregory, Terry Nooner, JoJo White. I became pretty good friends with his daughter while she was attending KU, and so every time he'd come in town, they'd come in and eat. Jeff Boshi was another one.
He used to play at Holcomb, dude.
Morning Star, Compton. Yeah, there's a lot of the Travis Relaford.
Mm-hmm. As you know, like right down the street, Roy's former assistant coach, right over there, Jared Hess. I mean, they're everywhere.
Alonzo Jamison.
I knew a lot of them from bouncing.
Man,
they come in a lot.
Yeah.
The Morris twins came in the day after that.
Yeah.
Remember when they were like, they took the fall for someone that was shooting a BB gun because they didn't have a scholarship?
Yep.
Not that they didn't cause their own set of problems.
Allegedly,
yeah.
But
they came into the bar that night.
Together.
Together.
Sharon's good. He's still around town. Jarrell Arthur.
The reason Keith Langford made my list was, one, I love the way he played, and two, I don't think we get upset if his ankle's okay. His senior year, but he was deep into shoes.
Mm-hmm. Who was
Keith Langford, and I met him a lot at the bar where I was working, where I was too young to work.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to name it, but. We talked shoes a lot, and I remember growing up, I'm more than 12 and a half now in shoes, but there was a time where 12 and a half was like a size you could get places.
Yeah.
No, I mean like 12 and a half now, like you can go into a shoe store and ask for 12 and a half. They'll tell you at Foot Locker it doesn't even exist. I'm like, I'm wearing it. Like,
oh yeah.
It just became a random cutoff. Like 11 and a half is the last like normal half you see. 12 and a halves are rare. 13 and a halves are just like good fucking luck. But
unless you go into like Ross's dress for less or some shit like that.
But like we're talking like Nike's like rare stuff. And so like I'd be searching eBay all the time for shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So they started retroing Jordans like big time right at like from like 99 to 2001. So I was on eBay a lot looking at them and stuff. And there was this pair of Jordan 13 KU Jayhawk player editions. Roy's here, so we're still Nike Jordan. And I'd never seen them before. And they were 12 and a half, and I wore 12 and a half back in high school. And I just love Jordan 13s. I love the pair.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show them to you a little bit later. But they're gorgeous. And I just was like, God, I want to buy those. I never see another pair. It's clearly the same lister. They're the same pictures. It's over and over. They're asking a lot of money for them. But, like, man, like Jordan 13s. I have an original pair of Jordan 13s. I mean, I wore a pair of 13s when they came out in 1998, the He Got Games. And I wanted them so bad. And then I comes be that Keith was selling his player editions the whole time. And then so like once he was like, dude, you were the dude that was like always asking me these questions about that. I was like, yeah, that was me constantly being like, how the fuck did you get these? Like
so I guess because of my connection, I knew most of the players pretty well from that were around from probably mid to late 80s all the way through like probably the early 2010s.
Yeah, my cutoff is like 2008.
Yeah.
The first
A
title.
lot of those
in our.
A lot of those guys would come in the restaurant. A lot of those guys would.
I was gone though.
Yeah, we used to do a thing with KU where we would feed like we'd help feed the entire athletic department.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we're sitting there.
It's good barbecue too.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm sure
sitting there. I'm sitting there right at 6 foot, and like you just got these monster fucking athletes,
dude.
whether it be football, whether it be basketball.
I mean, when I was
the
way
women's
under
volleyball
6 foot
players,
and they were coming over to
Yeah.
Joe Holliday's house. They'd come over and like dunk on my goal, and I'd just be like, "Dude, I'm proud at like 8 foot right now."
Yeah.
I mean, I was a kid. I moved in here when I was 9, so like watching like Drew Gooden and Nick Carlson pour out of their SUVs at the time was just like, holy shit! Like, and the first KU player I ever met in person was Greg Ostertag.
Mm-hmm.
He was hitting in the batting cage at putt golf, and I was hitting next to him and doing way better than him. One, he's 7 foot plus tall and not that coordinated. That's not your sport, dude. Like, that's not for you. You're going to kill me in basketball all day, no matter what happens in any way, shape, or form. But the longer your levers are, the harder it is to play baseball. And he's got long arms, long legs, and I don't. I got long legs, but short arms. And he was basically commenting on how I was hitting the ball well. And the next pitch hit me in the head. And
Paying
so
too
he
much
gave,
attention.
No, it just was like a ridiculous like mess up by the machine. I've been hitting the head like probably 20 times by pitching machines, hitting cages and stuff. I broke a bat over my knee on accident. I went to throw it down, and the knob hit like right here at the second the barrel hit the tiny piece of sliver of concrete in between the turf, and it just like cracked right up the line. And you cannot imagine the amount of expletives that came out. I was already mad enough to do that with a expensive wood bat, and then it cracks. But so he gave me an autograph. That was the first autograph I ever had of any kind, and it was the first time I met him. And I was like, young, and Ostertag was huge.
Yeah. So I don't know where it is. I used to have
I still have that,
book.
by the way.
I used to have an autograph book that I would just get anybody and everybody's autographs up at KU. Like I have cheerleaders, I have announcers, I have managers, all sorts of stuff.
We knew girls that were on the dance squad that we went to school with and whatnot.
Yeah. Now, sour subject. What's the worst KU losses that you remember basketball wise? Worst, the most disappointing. I'll go most disappointing.
Syracuse is pretty rough.
Syracuse was rough.
Rhode Island, like talked about with Lamar Odom. No one was talking about that they had a guy like Lamar Odom on Rhode Island. It was like a low seed. It was like, I don't even want to talk about the Bill Self initial area
the
one.
bees.
Yes, I'm like those are
bees.
the obvious ones. Those were
Bucknell, Bradley.
Yeah. I didn't even want to talk about it, man. That's when I was like Keith Langford. I was just trying not to even say the names. I was like, I don't think we lose in his last year if his ankle's okay. Arizona was pretty rough.
Yeah,
at the time. In hindsight, it's like, okay, they were really good.
I think Zona, Maryland, and Syracuse hurt the most because we
had that huge title.
Had the most ridiculous talent then. I think past couple of years has hurt just because we're like, oh, like Texas and Oklahoma, like they're two of our competitors are gone, and then Houston comes and be like, oh,
Oklahoma's been around since the big, I saw Blake Griffin get hurt back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who was that guy that played for Oklahoma that fucking killed us towards the end?
Towards the end of what?
Towards the end of Oklahoma,
being in the Big 12. Look it up.
Hold on.
Look it up. Usually I do the quick lookups. My phone's charging.
He watched too much adult.
I know oh, Jesus Christ, dude. You're lucky that was just the Dodgers. In case you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a Yankee shirt. Game 2 is today. Freed's pitching. I haven't seen it.
It wasn't Griffin. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't Blake. It wasn't
Trey
Blake.
Young, Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield, yeah.
That guy was ridiculous.
He can shoot. He's still in the NBA.
Oh, Wayman Tinsdale. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Buddy is still in the NBA.
But
He's
I don't
doing-
know. There's some uncertainty around KU right now. The Bill Self has had some health issues.
Getting older, man.
They brought in
He's got the best.
They brought in Jacques Vaughn as an assistant. There are rumors
Welcome back,
that they're
Jacques.
kind of prepping him to take over, but I think Bill Self's still all right for a couple of years. I mean, he's got the money, and KU will spend the money to keep his health in check.
College basketball is not the most difficult
No, well,
thing to coach.
the thing is
physically.
the thing is like I said, money. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are just like, either I'm going to bed and I'm going to wake up feeling better, or I'm not going to wake up at all. Either way, it'll be fixed. And then you got, people that can sit there and afford to sit in the hospital for a couple weeks and any surgery thrown at them and everything. And
I've been there before.
yeah,
I spent weeks in the hospital.
yeah, and
It's not fun.
So, we hope the best for Bill, and I don't think that
Always.
he's done with KU. But hopefully this season we see a return to the greatness that we all know.
I grew up on, man.
Yep.
I mean, Day of the Miracles was like 88, so
Yep.
when we were alive, we weren't aware at the time.
Yeah.
Beat Oklahoma, by the way.
Yep.
Greatest college game I ever saw in person was Big 12. Shit, was it even the 12 at that point? It might have just been the Big 8. And Kemper. It was the Big 12 or Big 8 title game. Remember Eduardo Nahara? Native American dude on Oklahoma? Look him up. You recognize his face.
Oh.
He played in the NBA too. Eduardo. Eduardo Nahara, first option.
Looks familiar. Yep, I remember him.
Yeah.
So, I think my all-time favorite KU game, it would probably be the Big 12 championship when we played Texas, and it was like triple overtime when they had Durant.
When did Durant
And-
come out? That's 2000. It's mid 2000. I mean, it's like 2006. Maybe
It was,
Was it 06?
yeah, it was number 1 and 2 in the nation.
What is it? 06?
Or wait, Texas was not number 1. What were they? They were number 14.
Two top 15s. Was it 06, man? Where does it say somewhere? It was like 06.
It was we're dragging this out. Okay, KU won 88-84. Sharon Collins scored 20 points, and number
I remember
2
that, dude.
yep, beat the 15th ranked Longhorns in overtime. It was only single
We didn't beat
overtime.
Texas, man. We beat Kevin Durant.
Was it only single?
2006.
37 points.
Dude, tell me the year.
I'm trying to find it. Fuck.
Just Kevin Durant was here 1 year. Just look up Kevin Durant.
I think it was 07.
07. Okay.
06, 07. So, yeah.
I guess 06 was the first time we played him.
Mhm.
I mean, 06, 07 season. So I was trying to remember. I was at my at a medical appointment when we first played him.
Oh, I remember they were destroying us 32-10. And then KU came back 24.
3-point line, man.
Huh?
That shorter 3-point line in the college game. You
Yep.
come back quickly.
But yeah. So like I said, hoping for the best for KU. That starts soon. Late Night in the Fog is not this Friday, but next
Is it
Friday.
Next Friday.
And we'll see what happens. And yeah, we're going to probably next episode will be another bracket episode as we work towards our Tournament of Champions.
Getting close.
Yep.
Getting
So
close.
yeah, thank you everyone for
And maybe
tuning
Ray
in.
will come back someday.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jennifer, give him a call.
Yep. Take it easy.
Take her easy, Judith.